Preston, this is another big point on the road to the World Cup. How excited are you and how are preparations going at this stage?
Yeah, this is quite a significant moment, I think. First press conference related to the World Cup, so starting to feel that with the ball is rolling. The preparation's been very good so far. We're just back from a tour to Australia and New Zealand, as well as a batting camp in Dubai. And we're currently in the middle of quite an intense strength and conditioning block, so preparation going well.
Do you set yourself targets or goals in terms of how many matches you can aim to win at the World Cup, or do you have to just take it one match at a time?
I think, yeah, we take it one match at a time, but at the same time we've had lengthy discussions as a group about what we want to achieve at the World Cup. And all I can say is that we have a very ambitious group of guys. As it stands, Scotland have never won a game at the World Cup, so first and foremost we know that that's something that this team needs to achieve.
Tell me what the new coaching team will bring to this group of players that was perhaps lacking in previous years.
Yeah, it's a very good setup. We're lucky with the staff we have. Obviously Grant brings with him test experience. Collie has test and one-day experience winning a World Cup with England. And obviously Righty has huge experience with Scotland, having been at the 2007 World Cup in Caribbean. I think they bring a lot of calmness to the dressing room. They know that the skill is there, and I think they're starting to get the players to trust in their own ability and really let them perform on the stage when it counts.
Paul was telling me there that he was singing the praises of the skill levels in the team. He said there's some exceptionally talented cricketers in this Scotland side, but perhaps the mental side of the game needs a bit of development. What does that involve?
Well, I think that's something that has kind of plagued us in the last couple of years. Probably not so much in the last 12 months, where the team has performed under pressure. That those World Cup qualifiers in February in New Zealand, pretty much the livelihoods counted on those games. We had to win those games. So I think the guys take a lot of confidence from that. I think that was a huge turning point for this particular group of players. Finding performances when they counted, not just when things were going well. So we understand that cricket is a very mental game, and you have to be on it, and that's something that as a group we're working hard on.
The expectation level of perhaps the Scottish public might not be too high, because let's be honest, we look at the names in the group and there's some formidable nations, cricketing nations in that group. Do you sense this World Cup as an opportunity to raise expectation levels amongst the cricket viewing public in Scotland?
I think absolutely. The ball is in our court, 100%. We're playing against some tough teams, but we're going to a World Cup. We have to accept that. We have to embrace that, and we have to enjoy that challenge. I think we have to take inspiration for what a team like Ireland has achieved on the world stage. They've done it before at World Cups, turned over big teams and actually qualified for the next round of the tournament. So we know that's possible. It was only a couple of years ago we beat them here at the Grange, with a very similar group of players. So we know we're capable of causing upsets, but it's up to us to put in the performances when it actually counts.
Just finally, what would constitute a successful World Cup performance for Scotland?
As I said, first and foremost we want to win one game at the World Cup. Ideally two, and in a perfect world we win three and we qualify for the next round. As I said, we're a very ambitious group of players, and that's something that we are striving for. At the same time, we pride ourselves on our fielding, and that's something that we've really targeted to make sure that we put in huge showings in the field and be recognised as one of the best teams in the field in the tournament.